Check this out. You got to be special kind of dumb to shake your butt getting hauled off in handcuffs. Constituting a nuisance and disturbing others is totally unacceptable. Bad attitude. Take a look at this.
In handcuffs, check this out.
Yeah, you look good.
You're not gonna do nothing.
I will beat you.
Enjoy prison, baby.
After the employee told them that they would not be allowed on the plane unless they paid for their baggage, they stormed onto the plane. Deputies were called, they went onto the plane, and they told the three of them that they had to get off.
Let me ask you something. What happens when people think the rules don't apply to them, even on an airplane? Because this is what just happened on this flight, and it's going viral for a reason. And it says a lot about our culture today. Okay, we got these three women. I'm going to call them Dickory, Dockery, Doc. No, the last names are Dockery, Cochran, and Cochran. I'm not going to even try to pronounce their names. They were all arrested because they refused to pay for a bag fee on Frontier heading to Philadelphia. Take a look at this.
Have fun in prison.
You look good.
You're not gonna do nothing.
Bitch, I will beat you the fuck up.
Enjoy prison, baby.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Did you not see what she said? She said you look good, right?
Now that you saw that, let's break it down clearly, step by step. First, the situation started over 2 unpaid bags. Frontier Airlines has strict rules. You pay for bags or you don't bring them. Plain and simple. But these three knuckleheads, instead, they didn't want to follow the rules. They ignored the staff instructions and they boarded the airplane anyway. Can you believe this? In 2026, with high alerts, they did that. And that's when things changed. This stopped being about fee and it became about defiance. Airport staff gave multiple instructions. They were told to comply. They refused. So guess what? Police were called in, and even then, they still didn't follow orders. Why? The culture. Is it the black culture or is it just the culture? At this point, this is no longer about customer dispute. This is about security issues. And in today's world, like I said before, airports don't play around with that. They have more things to worry about than these three ladies. Now, here's the moment when it pushed it over the edge. One of the women allegedly spit on an airline employee during the removal. Let that sink in. How you feel about being spit on? Man, that's worse than being cussed out. And this is where it crosses the line. Now, it's not just non-compliance, it's assault behavior. Authorities cleared the entire plane for these three knuckleheads, delayed the flight by an hour, and passengers were stuck with these three absolutely disgusting people. Frustrated, all because three people refused to follow the rules. And eventually, all three were arrested, facing trespassing and resisting arrest charges. Now let's talk about what this really means, because this isn't just about bag fee, it's about accountability. We're seeing more situations like this where people believe rules are optional, where authority is questioned, even in places where safety matters most. Air travel is not casual, it's instructed for a reason: security, efficiency, and order. When someone ignores that, it doesn't just affect them, it affects everyone, every single one. Now, politically, this taps into a bigger conversation: law and order, respect for authority, and personal responsibility. These are issues voters are paying attention to. especially when incidents like this go viral. Because people watching this aren't just seeing an argument, they're seeing a breakdown in basic respect for rules. And here's the reality. Most Americans don't want chaos. They want fairness. They want consistency. They want the rules to be applied fairly for everyone. And when they see a situation like this, it reinforces a simple idea. Now let's talk about why this is blowing up online. It's really simple. It's relatable. Everyone has been on a flight. Everyone has dealt with the rules they didn't like. But these three women didn't care about others. But most people still follow them. They follow to the letter. When someone doesn't, it leads to arrest and it grabs attention fast. Because people are asking, was it really worth it? And the answer is clear to everyone. No. Final verdict, this situation didn't have to happen. It started small and it escalated because of choices. And in the end, 3 people now face charges over something that could have been avoided in seconds. This is what happens when small decisions turn into big consequences. And if you want real breakdowns like this, clear, simple, and straight to the point, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.